Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters, man, is edified by this word. And the name of the lesson is called The Lord, who we know as Yahweh, Despise usage of condoms, morning after pills, and all other forms of birth control methods, man. Let me say it again, man. The Lord, who we know as Yahweh, despise usage of condoms, morning after pills, and all other forms of birth control methods, man. It's going to be a cold-blooded word. This evening, man, what we're going to deal with is there is no casual sex, okay? When you're an Israelite, you are not to partake in casual sex. You know, you are to engage in marriage, okay? The scriptures tell you, you leave your mother and father, cling on to your wife, y'all become one flesh. Once you become one flesh, you become fruitful and multiply. You know what I'm saying? And as Israelites, we have lost that concept. That concept has never been taught. Everybody is caught up in the world concept, man, of when it comes to sex. In the world, casual sex is celebrated. Casual sex is embraced. But as an Israelite, you are not to engage in casual sex, man. You are to engage in marriage. That's where you have your sex, where husband and wife have sex, and then they raise a family. And in this word, we're going to show you the detriment of casual sex. What you see on the screen is on the left-hand side of the screen, you see different methods of birth control. On the right-hand side of the screen, you see dice. Okay? When you have casual sex, when you have unprotected sex, you are rolling the dice, my friend. You are gambling. You see? So what end up happening is people that's tired of gambling, they put measures in place like you see on the screen. You see? It's called contraception. All right? The deliberate use of artificial methods to prevent pregnancy as a consequence of sexual intercourse, aka more than likely casual sex. You see? And before we get into this word, we're going to highlight some of the various methods that people are using. Okay, when it comes to a man, there's really two known methods that a man use when it comes to birth control methods: condoms and vasectomy. Okay, but in this word, there's also a third birth control method that the Bible is going to speak on in particular. But for now, when it comes to the male, the most two known birth control methods that they entertaining is condoms, which is forbidden for Israelites, as well as vasectomy is forbidden for Israelite men. Now, when it comes to the female, you're going to see some of these on the screen. You see the condoms on the screen, which is symbolic to male form of birth control. But then you have the morning after pill. You have the implants, the birth control implants, the birth control shots, the birth control patch. You have the sponge. You have the female condom. You have the diaphragm. You have the spermicide. You have the IUD. You also have the birth control pill. You see? These are all methods that people that engage in casual sex is dealing with. But see, if you didn't engage in casual sex and you dealt with marital sex, none of these methods would be entertained. And none of these methods was never designed to be entertained, man. Now, we're going to get into these scriptures, man. And so you'll see why the Lord despise usage of condoms, morning after pills, and all other forms of birth control methods. All right. Now, as we get into this story, when we, owning, we're going to speak about owning. All right. In Genesis chapter 38. Onan was, he was required to raise up the seed to his deceased brother. And he refused to do so. And he eventually got his head knocked off. Why? Because he practiced a birth control measure, which was forbidden. You dig? Now we're going to get into the story in verses, Genesis 38, verses 9 and 10, man. In Genesis 38, verse 9, it says, and Onan knew that the seed, knew that the offspring, knew that the descendant, knew that the child should not be his. And it came to pass when he went in unto his brother's wife, when he had sex with her, unprotected sex with her, which is what he was supposed to do, being that it was his brother's wife and he was the next in line, that he spilled it on the ground. What did he spill on the ground? His seed, his offspring, his descendant, his child, his sperm. Okay, he destroyed it. He ruined it. He corrupted the seed. Okay, by way of abortion, by way of a morning pill, by way of AKA a pregnancy termination. You see that? He spilled it on the ground, which means he deliberately destroyed that seed. He ruined that seed. He corrupted that seed. Just like a form of an abortion, just like the morning after pill, AKA all pregnancy termination methods. That's exactly what Onan did. The scripture said, lest that he should give seed, which is a child, to his brother. You see? Now, according to the Israelite rule in Deuteronomy chapter 25, verse 6, it told you the firstborn son is the son of the deceased brother. So his name will not be forgotten in Israel. So Onan was supposed to produce that first son for his deceased brother, so that son can be in his deceased brother's name and it won't be forgotten. But Onan was like, since it's not going to be my own child, since it's not going to be my own seed, no, I ain't going. So instead, he pulled out, okay? He pulled out, and that's the third method of birth control when it comes to a man. Number 1, condoms. Number 2, vasectomy. Number 3, pull out. And that's exactly what Onan did, which was so disrespectful. Because look what happened in the next verse in 38, Genesis 38, verse 10. It says, and the thing which he did, which was Onan did when he spilt his seed on the ground, it displeased the Lord, wherefore he slew him also. So what ended up happening, man? The Lord was outraged. The Lord was felt disrespected of such evil being done by Onan that he killed him, murdered him, executed him, man. You see that? So that lets you know, man, that the Lord despised any of these birth control methods that you see. Okay? He despised all of that to the point where he murdered Onan for exercising a pregnancy termination or to avoid a pregnancy termination. I mean, to avoid a pregnancy taking place. You see, he was called upon, okay, to produce a child. And he said, since it's not going to be my child, I'm going to pull out and spill it on the ground. And he got his ass killed for that, you see. So what am I saying, man? All you people that's entertaining these birth control methods, most of you are entertaining casual sex when you do that. And if you're a married couple, you definitely shouldn't be using no type of birth control. You see? Because that's how it was originally designed. Now, people will say, man, if I don't use condoms, if we don't use no birth control, we're going to end up having 14, 15, 16 kids. Nah, man. Because, see, you don't understand the power in Yahweh. You see? In the ancient times, think about it, man. The Lord is the one who allowed a woman to have a baby. It didn't matter how much you skeeted in her. It was up to the Lord, man, to allow that egg, that sperm to get to her egg and produce a child. It was up to the Lord. And it's still up to the Lord today. You see that? But see, the people try to take the Lord out of it and put these birth control methods in place. See? And you don't do that. I've heard people, several couples, man, over the years that have, had sex trying to get pregnant, and it just wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen. You see that? This man wasn't pulling out. This man was trying to get his wife pregnant. And eventually it happened. You see that? Because the Lord controls all of this. You see? So if you're a married couple, man, don't get your ass caught up in these birth control methods. If the Lord wants y'all to have a kid, it's going to happen. If it's not, it's not. You see? But at the end of the day, let me just say this, man. If you're a married couple, you can. I'm going to take back the statement I just made because I don't want to tell somebody what they can and what they can't do. I'll just say it like this. If you're a married couple, man, and you in your 40s and y'all already have kids, y'all good. You dig what I'm saying? If you don't have kids and you want to have kids, then you already know what time it is. But I'm just telling you, man, if you are a married couple and you using birth control methods to avoid having kids, then maybe y'all might not want to be having sex, man. The Lord say, according to Genesis 9:7, be fruitful and multiply. In other words, be fruitful and repopulate the earth, man. How can you do that if you practicing birth control methods, man? Cold-blooded, man. Yeah. So you male figures out there, if you using a condom or a vasectomy measures, or you pulling out when you having sex with that woman, more than likely y'all having casual sex, especially if you're using a condom. You see? So what am I saying, man? If you are using morning after pill, implants, shots, patches, sponges, female condoms, diaphragms, spermicide, IUDs, birth control pills, or if you men resorting to vasectomies, condoms, and pulling out, man, the Lord does not, that displease him, man. He's outraged by that. He feel very disrespected. And like he did to Onan, man, he kill your ass. Food for thought. Think about that. Now, like I said, once again, before before you people start going crazy saying that, oh, he said we shouldn't be doing this and that. It's out of my jurisdiction to tell a married couple what to do in their bedroom. That's out of my jurisdiction. I'm just telling you, according to the original institution of marriage, the original institution of being fruitful and multiplying, birth controls was not part of that deal. And if you are if you are married and you are using birth control, then all I'm gonna say to you is, hey, do what you gotta do. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But according to the ancient times, it wasn't no need to use birth control because the Lord, determined if a woman was gonna get pregnant or not. You dig? Yeah, we don't control nothing. The Lord do. Like I said, you got people that say, well, man, if I don't put a condom on, my wife gonna get pregnant. How you know that? It's up to the Lord if that's gonna happen, pimp. Not you. It's up to the Lord, you dig? I hope you sincere brothers and sisters was edified by this word, and we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out, man. Already. Shalom.